Anticlimactic.
And we're back.
Episode 3. So, man, can I share with you 2 things before we get started into today's topic?
For sure.
So, the first thing is a friend of mine, he lost 650k USDT. Gotten scammed in the crypto world.
Like this week?
Yeah, it happened like I think for the past 10 days. I'm not really seeking a solution from you. I just want to share with you my empathy, you know. I just feel pity and sorry, and yeah, I just don't feel
It's not
good
Michael, is it?
for a couple hours. No.
Is it Michael? Is it
another old friend? No, it's not.
Do
Another
you know how it happened?
OTC, over the counter trading. I didn't go into the details with him because he's still in the remorse phase. He doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Wait, so he transferred someone 650,000 USDT.
He's now one take. I think previously the guy owns him money, and he just basically did it in a couple different transactions. Spent out a couple of weeks, I think.
Damn.
But anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. I just feel bad, genuinely bad. That's enough to sting.
Is he a young guy or old guy?
He's like 20. He made his money crypto.
Damn.
He's meme coin, shit coin. I think he did a lot of projects and he made his money from that. But he's fine. I think in 21st century, like if you live in a first world country, it's hard for you to starve to death.
That's true. I was thinking before,
yeah.
As long as your family's healthy and you're healthy, everything else is just a bonus. It's like everything could go to zero, and as long as everything else is just a game, right? It doesn't really matter.
However, there is a premises as long as you don't touch drug or alcohol.
Well, if
you're doing like hard drugs, if you're doing drugs, then no amount of social welfare can save you.
That's true. Let's break down what we've been doing. What have you been up to since last week?
I've been doing a lot of OTC deals, over the counter, P2P exchanges. You know, that's it.
Okay.
How about you? You see me in the woods, in a cabin, birds chirping. Where are you?
I've had an eventful last week. We so we're in Budapest last week. I randomly got a call from my dad, and he's traveling all the time. He runs a biotech company, and so he's always capital raising. So meeting investors, doing this and that.
Wow.
And he was in Thailand. He was in Phuket, and I thought he told me on the phone he was going to Slovenia, and me and James booked this cabin in the woods to focus and work. And I was like, if we're going to be in Croatia, they're right next to each other, they border each other, I can come and visit you. It's a 2-hour drive. It's like, I'm not in Slovenia, I'm in Sardinia. And he's meeting up with these big time ballers in Sardinia, Italy. Have you been?
Where in Italy? Sardinia?
Sardinia. It's like the
yes, I've been there. Yes.
Sicily, the big island. Oh, you've been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Where do you stay?
On a boat. My friend got a catamaran yacht, so I was just living on the boat.
Nice. That's the way to do it. But the way it worked out, me and James had to fly there and stay with these big time investors before my dad arrived there, who actually knows them. So me and James arrived there, and these guys are worth like 100 mil. Like, dude, these are like heavy ballers, like worth at least 9 figures each. So that was interesting. We were there for 3 or 4 days or something like that. And you might know these people. We went out to some exclusive resort, some sushi resort, and on the table next to us were, do you know Alexandra Daddario?
Who? I lost you for a second.
Alexandria Daddario.
I don't know him. Alexandria whom?
She's Daddario. She's in Baywatch with Zac Efron.
No way.
Good looking.
Okay.
Oh, you know her?
The one that got the scene shaking her boobs like that?
Yeah. Yeah. She was there. Do you know Brie Larson?
Wow.
You know Brie Larson?
That's crazy. I've heard. What does he do?
She
Or
have you seen The Avengers? She's Captain Marvel.
oh, oh yes. I just saw a picture of her. Yeah.
So yeah, they were on the table next to us. There were tons of celebrities at the place we were staying. The only other guy that I knew.
What's the?
You've seen Rocky? Have you seen Rocky?
Yeah.
You know, in the first movie, he fights this massive Russian blonde guy. His name's like Ivan Drogo or something.
Yeah. He's super good looking, super tall, super massive.
Swedish guy. He was saying the result too. So I saw him. He was shadowboxing in the ocean, which was kind of cool.
What the fuck? What the?
So yeah, it was it was a weird last few days, but yeah, tons of celebrities around. And then just sitting with these, they're big in Australia, so everyone there's maybe 5 or 6 like big heavy hitter investors worth like 9 figures. It was just cool to observe and like be in that environment for a bit. And then we flew back to Budapest and we've driven out to this cottage and we're just focusing for the next 2 weeks. I just did an interview. So yeah, that's been my last week.
Mark Cuban?
No, not Mark Cuban. He's coming up. I'll get him in the next month or so.
That's
Larry Lepid.
Did you introduce yourself or something, or?
No, I didn't, because they were in a big entourage and I felt a bit, not awkward, but like the entire weekend I felt a bit uncomfortable because it's like, it was my dad meeting with investors in his company. I've never met the investors, but I'm staying in their house. Like I felt a lot like a guest, so I didn't want to be that guy that was like, I don't know, acting a fool, going up to other tables, or do you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You felt a lot of social anxiety.
I guess so. Yeah. I just want to. Yeah. I just wanted to blend in, be a fly on the wall, and see what was happening. And honestly, I've got a good takeaway from you from hanging around all these people.
Tell me.
If I had to sum it up in one word, it would be unimpressive. Like, these guys worth 9 figures. I went into it thinking like they're going to be killers, they're not going to be drinking, like they're going to be disciplined as. Bro, the amount of vices all of them were doing was off the charts, and like it just made me angry.
The amount of what?
I'm not richer than I am. Vices. Like everyone was drinking or doing smoking, like you know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. It made me angrier that I'm not, I need to be high level because I think I can compete more than, if that makes sense. I know that's egotistical, but that's the main takeaway I got.
I 100% agree with you. I think these are just the people that were in the right spot for the lucky position. I can find a million more people more qualified than them, but they just weren't in the right place to have the opportunity. And do you know Sam Parr from My First Million? When he was running the hustle, he would host those speaker events, and he would ask those guests to come half an hour early or an hour early. So he would chat with them in the backstage, doing whatever. And basically his biggest takeaway is, oh, you guys are not any smarter than me. You're not any better than me. You're not more hardworking. You're more like competent. We're the same level, like except for like very few exceptions. The rest, like, although your net worth is 50x mine, but you're no way 50 times better than me.
Exactly, dude. That was the biggest takeaway I got, and it was like it flipped a switch in my head. It made me angry more than anything else. I was like, I can't believe that because these guys like live life on a different level, man. Like they don't take always private jets. They always have a boat at the ready. Like they're always staying in the best places, always ordering the best food. And the stories they were telling was just like, what the hell? It's like they are playing a completely different game. And I like to think, I've escaped the rat race. I don't do a 9 to 5, and in a lot of ways do live a very blessed life. But then from observing these people, it's also like we've just started playing the game. We're on level 0. Like this is we just bought a ticket.
We're children.
There's so many more levels. Yeah, we're children.
They're basically adults looking at us like kindergarteners.
Exactly. But had a lot of high level conversations with people, and everyone respects an entrepreneur and someone that makes their own money and is traveling the world. Like if you just do that, you can have high level conversations with everyone because everyone respects that. And another big takeaway was everyone respects money, man. Like these people speak money. If you make money, like you have a certain level of respect. So yeah, it was an interesting few days.
Hey,
bro, tell me.
Money speaks volume.
It does. So what are your plans? How have they evolved? Are you staying in Bangkok for the next week?
So I'll be in Bangkok another week, then going to Japan for a week. Those are just very trite traveling things. Can I share with you some another thing that has gotten me a little melancholy?
Of course.
So I have my childhood friends, right? Some I've known for more than 2 decades. Others more than a decade. I try to catch up with them. However, besides the topic of, hey, we are doing now for a living, basically they'll tell me a 9 to 5 job, or who we are dating now. Basically, it's probably the same girl, or they broke up already, or stay single. No other answers. After that, there's not a single common topic I can talk to them about. I just felt the distance. Like these are the people I spent all my summer playing outside with, but now I couldn't even maintain a conversation for more than 3 minutes. I just feel sad, We might as well be strangers.
Did you meet up with them in Bangkok, or you gave them a phone call?
Oh no, just on the phone. But anyway, my point is, I really appreciate knowing you, and being able to find someone who thinks the same and have the same philosophy on the world, on life, made me appreciate your presence very much, Jamie.
Hey, I appreciate that. Eugene. And I 100% agree. And I've gone through the exact same thing as you. People I've known multiple decades, grow up with, go to high school with. And then, especially once you start living a life similar to what we do, it's very hard to have topics that overrelate. Like, outside of James, a lot of my friends are either engaged, getting married, about to start having kids, have bought a house, haven't moved out from the same suburb that we went to high school in. And it is sad, but I do think it's a natural thing that happens. And I think it would be a sign that you're not growing if things were the same. I think Hormozy has a good quote about a lot of friendships are built out of convenience as opposed to actually having like a lot of overlapping interests and personality traits or things you admire. So I appreciate having you to speak to and to call a friend, because we have so many overlapping interests and live a similar life.
Appreciate it. I have heard this metaphor that basically your life is, at least for a male, you're walking this road all by yourself. Sometimes you have people to walk together with, but eventually they'll drop off or depart path. So eventually it's your own path. You have to walk by yourself alone, lonely.
Solitary. Very true. You just get some companions along the way every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. It is.
Yeah. How's my audio quality? Is because yours is very
audio quality is good. Mine is droppy.
Yours is a little choppy for me. Yeah, choppy for me.
I think it's because my internet is terrible.
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
Oh, so actual recording is high.
Like Joe Rogan.
There we go.
Like Joe Rogan. Boom.
Boom. How are the ladies in Bangkok? You've been seeing any?
Nothing. I've been a solitude for the entire month of June. So 0 girls.
What?
I did not see
Really?
anyone. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That is not like you.
Yeah. I go extreme. You know.
Damn. So you're locked in right now.
Yeah. So I haven't had I've been masturbated, but I haven't had sex for 25 days.
Damn. How long are you going to keep this up for?
Until next month. Yeah, until I go to Japan.
Until next month. Okay.
By the way,
are you skiing in Japan?
Speaking of, I'm not sure. Let's see. But speaking of the ejaculation thing, personally I don't believe in NoFap or semen retention. I've looked into those and experimented them myself. I do not see any significant difference in doing it or not. So I believe it's a myth.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've done it and I've obviously been on and off it. I think you feel better on it to a certain point, and then it completely ruins your productivity because you become, it's like not eating. It'd be like if you didn't eat for months and months, you would, like it's all you can think about is all that you direct your energy towards. And you become like a ravenous animal and you just pursue it to the detriment of everything else. So, yeah, it's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. I don't think I more are on the side as that it's a good thing.
I'm more are on the side that it's completely a myth. For example, if I don't ejaculate for a couple of days, I would just find regular girls attractive due to my evolutionary desire to produce, to reproduce.
And what's wrong with that?
You waste time on ugly chicks. That's the consequence.
But are they actually ugly?
I'm sure you have experienced this.
If you just have it.
There are girls, oh my gosh, she's so hot. But not until you ejaculate, you do not know if you like her or not.
That's funny. No, but it is true. I err on the side as it's not as big as people make it out to be, but it is still, as a whole, a positive thing. I'd put it in the same bucket as like watching TikTok or watching short form content. It's not good for your brain, and you shouldn't do it in large doses. But if you do it every now and then, I don't think it impacts your life that much. And I think like the people that make their whole personality not jerking off, it's like, really? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of TikTok, I will argue short form videos are actually a very useful tool. You just, at this stage, is full of girls shaking their ass and the people dropping jars on the staircase to see pops. I believe short form videos is like internet. Some people use it to gamble and watch porn. Others use it to start businesses. If I can train an algorithm that only feeds me people I want to follow, things I want to watch. For example, I found a lot of very excellent YouTubers due to the short form videos.
Yeah. I'd say I agree with you that a lot of it is brain rot and probably way too much high percentage, like 98% of it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, let me riddle you this. Is there any period in your life that you look back on actually, I'll make it even broader. Is there any point in time that you look back on you consuming short form or long form content and you look back fondly on that memory?
I look back at what?
Like you look back fondly on it and like it was like a good time in your life. It was like a good memory.
Actually I did.
Really? Tell me the story.
Yeah, I did. I found, for example, this most recent one. I found a guy. He does drawings like caricature. He make fun of how people look. He draw people in a very satire way. Just laugh my ass off. Like it literally made my abs hurt from laughing. That's a gem. I will pay $100 for those laughter.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, it's something to be managed for sure. I know that if I have Instagram, TikTok, and all these short form content things on my phone, maybe I just have bad self control. But it ruins my ability to focus, and then I go and try and chop up a video or write interview questions or something. Is my focus is completely shot if I have I see a huge difference between the two.
Sometimes if I'm stressed out, to the point of I don't want to do anything, I think short form videos are a great tool to distract myself.
Oh, for sure. If you're doing some mindless task, if you're waiting at an airport and are waiting to get on a flight, or back when I used to work in my banking job, short form content was amazing. It was it would vegetate your brain out and make time go by faster. So I think it is good for things like that.
Your voice got choppy again. What the hell?
No. It's only going to be this pod and next pod that it's going to be choppy. I'm back in Australia in 2 weeks' time, so they'll be good from then on.
Gotcha. Should we continue or should we save it? Wait, let me check if the recording is out. Give me a sec. Huh. I still cannot view it.
I think because my side are uploading because my internet is so slow.
Still.
I think so. Let's do it again in a week, but we'll do another short one and then we'll do the long ones once I'm back in Australia and my internet is good. Yeah, just because the audio will be kind of shitty. But leave it on.
I said.
Go ahead.
I prepared for today's topic 5 really cool, and so a little preview. I got a podcaster, a politician, a YouTuber, an influencer, and a philosopher. So 5 people. I highly recommend.
Damn. Okay.
You can break it down.
I only have 3. Yeah, let's save it. Let's save it for when I am in Australia because then I want the audio quality to actually be good. And we'll do this one next week on just a catch up, what we're working on, what we've done in the past week. I think you'll be in Japan by the second one.
Yeah.
By the time.
I'll probably doing a podcast with a Japanese girl here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I would say
I was
yeah, go ahead.
I was having lunch with Michael 3 days ago. And there's this cute two Japanese girls sitting in the table across us. And so I just approached being Mi Huayan. She gave me her contact. I invited her out for a coffee date. She agreed. But I used her Instagram to find her Facebook to scroll all the way back. Turns out she's married.
What? Oh my God.
And do you know that in Japan, cheating is very culturally accepted? 60% of males and 50% of females cheat within the marriage. So yeah, I just play dumb now.
Why is that?
I don't know if I was here. It's a culture thing.
What was your opening line? Do you remember?
What? I cannot hear you again.
What was your opening line to her when you approached them?
What happened?
No, what was your opening line? What did you say to them?
I just tell her, hey, I think you're cute. And she's like, oh, kawaii desu ne. So da ne. Hi.
Now I see why you're flying in Japan.
Have you been to Japan?
I love it. No, never. I want to come. It's high up on my bucket list.
The girls are very submissive, or at least from outside, and they will try very hard during bed. They will pretend like you're giving them a very good time.
Damn. Okay. Gotta bump it up on my bucket list. Bro, where are you gonna be in like August, September?
I don't know. Do you want to go to Russia?
Russia's pretty far. Russia's pretty far. But I think I'm going to do a stint in Australia, get my gym right, get my money right, get my business right for maybe like 2-3 months. And then, I don't know, I'll be floating around probably Thailand, maybe Bali. We'll see.
Cool. I want to go to Phuket or just Bangkok. I don't know. Up to you.
You'll like Phuket. I think you should try it.
But I'm sure we'll run into each other at some point. I've no doubt.
Oh, I want to ask you another side question.
Yeah.
So for the newsletter, right? I'm a numbers guy. I believe in statistics. Now, as of now, at least of America, the number one app people spend their time on is TikTok. I think people spend 3 hours a day scrolling. There's doom scrolling. So
crazy.
If like from the perspective that like people only probably spend 5 minutes a day reading their email, do you think it's a valid hypothesis that might be a good approach to reach your audience based on which platform they are? Of course, there are more competitions. You're competing with big boob girls and girls in yoga pants dancing salsa. So what's your take on
it? You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. The thing is, I think the valuable thing about having a newsletter is you're going direct to the audience, which is really rare. Like, it's almost like having their phone number or something. And companies find that valuable and will buy that. There's a reason email lists are so highly sought after in businesses, is because it's a little bit more personal. But as a tool to actually get people onto the email list, it's a great idea. Like short form TikTok, to then funnel it. If you can convince someone to go off of TikTok after watching your short and then put in their email, like that's the money. That's where you want to do it. But yeah, we're gonna go hard on our reels, short form content over the next month or so. See how it changes things.
Another thing is on TikTok, you don't own your audience. Like you could get shadow banned, like a limit traffic, or taken off any second, and without any reasoning. But for the newsletter, you more or less like have direct access to your audiences.
No, that's exactly correct. And yeah, I mean, YouTube, any platform can immediately take away your monetization, which like all your cash flows starts going to zero. They can limit your reach, they can shadow ban you. So yeah, that is a big powerful thing about the newsletter. But as a tool, it's like top of funnel. TikTok, all the media is top of funnel, and you want to get them all down into that, get their email.
All right, bro. Your audio is so choppy and jibbity that it's literally ear molesting, sexually molesting my ear. So let's hop off and catch up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We'll leave it here
under this Wi-Fi.
I don't know. The Wi-Fi turned off and now it's been terrible. So my apologies. We'll do it again next week. Hopefully it's better. And then if not, in 2 weeks' time, it'll be infinitely better. Infinitely better.
All right, peace. Take care, brother.
Peace. Good pod. That's the pod.